problem I'm having with this market. Who is the government? The government is the elected officials. Technically should be the elected officials of the people of the country.
Or you're saying the coalition. I don't want to go there.
No, it's nothing to do. I mean, CCK is not elected by the people. How can it be that the MD of CCK becomes the MD, or the Director General becomes the MD of Telkom, and the MD of Telkom becomes the head of the regulator? So talking about CCK as somebody that should regulate the market, first you show me that by regulation they're really an independent regulator, which they're not because they're still appointed. Then we talk.
We share
okay.
that concern.
So secondly, I agree. Yeah. Secondly, I'm a capitalist. Okay? I'm bare-born capitalist. I'm dealing within my company like it was a socialistic thing. People decide about their own salaries. Sometimes they're not happy about it because they have issues fighting amongst themselves, but basically it's a free distribution. You see, capitalism, returns for your shareholder, if the target of the company is maintained, has nothing to do with the price I'm charging to the market. You see, if I'm charging today and use all my money and more to build more network in Kenya, if you assume that at a private company I'm trying to maximize my efficiency, forget about customer care. Customer care is something that's a marketing tool to get customers. So customer care is not a cost. Customer care is a marketing expense you have to put if you don't do customer care. A monopoly can only arise if the market allows it. You guys allow a monopoly. Because otherwise I wouldn't be allowed to lay more fiber optic network. Does it make crazy money? No. My fiber does not return faster than 5 to 8 years. Certain stretches are actually doing, but if I level it out, it doesn't. I'm giving a base station backhaul 81s, TDM traffic 81s for an operator with all the hub and switching services. I'm not only talking the backhaul, I'm talking all the hub, central switching services, 5 nines guarantee. I'm giving it $300. You're nowhere in the world you will find 81s being offered on TDM quality to an operator on a redundant ring at $300. Nowhere. Not even India where the density is much higher. So I'm just making the point, not everybody is greedy. But of course everybody gets put in a pot because what you only see is the price that is put on. Who do you think, or why does the government have to charge me 20% withholding taxes and has to charge excise duty? Who do you think is financing projects like Nofbi? Who do you think has financed Telkom's network from Nairobi to the border, which was never tendered, before it was even taken over by Orange? Who do you think has financed? You guys. You see, if I'm talking about unfair distribution of wealth is, when I use more internet, I should pay more internet, right? That's fair. The guy who has nothing to do with the internet because he sits in Lodwar has, with his taxes, has paid for something he will never use. Is that fair? This is why I say government and telecommunication should not remarry. We had Telkom 1.0, we privatized it somehow. I think that the government is still too deeply invested in Telkom to be impartial in any decision. They're trying maybe they're not, but if you have 49% and you have a budget deficit, you know, you are one of those shareholders who says returns, my friend. And the same government then, out of the taxes I pay, is paying my competitor to build an infrastructure that makes me pay less taxes. So you have a double negative impact. First of all, you're paying with your taxpayers' money. I make less money, so I pay less taxes. What will happen? The government needs money, so they increase the taxes. It's a vicious cycle. Leave private business to private system. It sorts itself out. If you don't selectively give licenses. Look, if you give... When we started regulation in this country, we had the Green Book approach. Green Book approach was that an infrastructure license and the service license. You keep them apart. Even if an infrastructure company wants to sell to its own service company, it was supposed to be arm's length dealings. Now we have unified licenses, which in my opinion are crap. Yeah, they have nowhere in the world they really worked. If you look at the German market, which I think has one of the best telecommunication networks in the world, and it had one of the most dominant incumbent players, you have a vibrant market. Why? Because they separated infrastructure and services. We did a 180 degrees turn. We went back to the duopoly or triopoly approach. Now, who do we have? We have so-called unified licenses, but that doesn't mean, even if I have the same license like Safaricom, do I still stand a chance to catch up there in that segment? But do they stand a chance to bully me out of the market, technically? Yes. So what have you done? You have simply destroyed the balance of power that was there. Now what happened is you're going to focus everything into 2-3 operators if you're not careful. And again, came in economy, silverback, everybody will gravitate to them. Everybody will offer Safaricom first this solution for payment, first this solution for travel, first this solution for that. It will all go, instead of coming to me, where I say I do a fair revenue share with you, I don't charge you anything to host it with me, you will first go to the big guy. Why? Hey, the big guy is better. That the big guy is taking when you buy Butterfly over M-Pesa, or not M-Pesa, if you send the code. You see? Safaricom makes more money out of that code than I make, but I'm providing you 2 hours internet service unlimited. So you have a 50 bob, or what's it, a 30-something bob voucher, I don't even know. You get 2 hours of internet. Yeah, and I make less money than the guy who's just sending you the SMS, which, by the way, you know how SMS came. It was a communication device between engineers, so they can send them test results on microwave alignments. It's a waste product. It was never a commercial. But, yeah.
I'm on my way out, but I think I'd like what you have spoken on the 12th and 13th.
Yes.
We intend to invite you, the ICT Consumer Association of Kenya, to give us a speech to explore further on this, because we are building community networks, and I think I have seen a possibility of us partnering with you. But I've got to be somewhere. Really, thank you very much for the talk.
Okay.
And I wish I could have remained a bit longer.
I'm back in the country on the 11th, so 12th and 13th I'm around.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a civil society event, and it's what I meant to mention. And we're looking for an IPv6 trainer. This one might be available around, so we'll contact them. So thank you.
Okay, you see, I'm on a mission, as I said.
Yes.
This has nothing to do. At the moment, you have to understand, as KDN, I have a totally different official position when it comes to my company. If you ask me as somebody who's paying his taxes since 12 years in Kenya and is trying to be a good citizen, this is my opinion, with the background of being KDN. So don't mix it up. KDN's official position will of course be different, isn't it? Yes.